Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back. Why are you laughing? I just said welcome back too.
Yes, welcome back.
Welcome back. Anyway.
So today we're going to be talking about parents who are scamming their kids into going to college and taking out student loans when they don't know the terms of the contract and stuff like that.
Is it really scamming or is it just ignorance?
Okay, there is the ignorance part of it, but then there's also like the scamming part of it, because there's like parents who have taken out the student loans in the kids' names and not supposed to do that. It's kind of like identity fraud.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. You have experience with a Parent Plus loan. Luckily, she didn't put it in your name.
You can't. That's the problem. What a lot of parents don't realize is that you are not taking that Parent Plus loan out for the child like in their name. It's in your name, so it's your loan. It's going to show up on your credit report, not the child's. And like if you want that child to actually pay that loan, you're going to have to get that mess in writing. Don't just have it a verbal contract or whatever. If your kid is a good kid, I'm sure they'll pay it with just a verbal contract. But if it's that serious, then you should put it in writing. And also lay out all of the terms for the kid, because the schools don't really be teaching stuff like that, like how to read the contract and the amount of debt you will be in. A lot of people do not realize how much debt they're going to be in after college, how much loans they're taking out, and how it's going to affect their life. So it's really bad to do that and not explain to them any of the finances.
She's very, very passionate about this, and hopefully this AC.
You should probably turn it off.
I'm gonna turn it off, but let's cut this part right.
I was just saying, also, the parents that are telling the kids like the only way to succeed is to go to college is just not true. And I feel like that's really holding them back. I know that parents want the best from for their kids and stuff, but college is not the only way, and you should give them like a layout of all of their options so they can actually choose what they want to do and not get upset with them when they don't choose the one that you want them to, because again, your kids do not live for you.
Yeah. I haven't gone to college. I want to do something with something, but college was not for me. It's not for me. It's not a scam like people say it is. It's just that they take a lot of money out for a lot of things that you don't need. Just find something that's good. Find something that you want to do, and just go for that. Get your degrees, your certifications, and just go for it.
90% happiness, 10% practicality.
Exactly. You gotta be practical. Don't do something crazy like
underwater basket weaving. Is that a real thing?
That's not a real thing, but now I feel like it will become a real thing that you put out into the world.
Everyone be saying it.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know. It could be a hobby.
Seems fun. You know, a lot of people do a lot of things underwater. Anyway, but get off topic. I don't like being underwater, actually. Not because I'm black. It's because I don't like being underwater. I can swim a little bit. Let's get into this first one, okay?
I thought that was really dumb because he had put himself in debt before even entering college, but didn't comment on it. I was so numb to their interactions by now that it didn't even bother me. The week after that, I went to check my stash of savings in my room to see if I had finally saved over $10,000 and could start working on college applications. To my absolute shock, the entire stash was gone and then there wasn't a single dollar left. I panicked but remembered that I had installed a teddy bear camera in my room. After checking the footage, I saw that my parents had entered my room while I was at work and taken all of the money I had saved for college. I rushed into the living room and yelled at them, demanding that they give me my money back. They told me to calm down, and explained that they used my college fund to pay off a loan that my brother had taken. I asked why the hell would they do that, because it was my money. They said that they weren't going to let me waste money on useless courses for my useless dream. I couldn't even believe what they were saying, because it sounded so offensive and dumb. They had literally stolen my money from me and weren't even acknowledging that what they did was wrong. When I kept arguing, they told me to just suck it up because the money was gone, and told me to go back to my room. I decided then and there that I wouldn't tolerate their abuse anymore. I returned to my room and started looking for an apartment near my workplace. As soon as I found one, I packed all my bags and got ready to leave this damn house. But before I did that, I called the authorities and showed them the video, which was clear evidence that my money was stolen without my permission. I told them my new address and that they shouldn't reveal that to my parents because I also want a restraining order against them. In a few hours, my parents should either get arrested, or be forced to return my money to me via the authorities. And it doesn't matter if they're mad at me, because I would be far away from their reach by the time the cops arrive. I thought that was really dumb because he had put himself in debt before even—
Alright, I'm gonna say this now. Take these AI Reddit stories with a grain of salt. Not because it's AI, but because Reddit is full of liars.
It is.
But
stuff like this be happening.
You will get shot.
So this is kind of the reverse of what we were talking about, but still, their college fund was taken from them to pay off somebody else's loan. What the heck?
I'm swinging. Everyone in the house, I'll call the brother over and swing with him too. I gotta swing at somebody. I had to kill someone. Someone has to die. But
Parents just be thinking they can do whatever to their kids.
They truly do.
And still, this can go both ways. Because some people just want to hold their kids back so they don't go to college. Then some people want to scam their kids into going to college and stuff like that.
And some parents make their kids feel inadequate compared to other kids and get scholarships to go to college.
Yeah, that too.
That one felt kind of personal.
It's just crazy. These parents need to leave their kids alone.
For real. It's a certain amount of narcissism to take someone's money. Also, once again, get a bank.
For real.
If you're old enough to go to college, even if your family's keeping you, because I knew a girl, she was trying to get out of her house, try to get an account so she can go to college back at my old job. And her dad and her stepmom, pretty narcissistic, were basically stopping her from doing that, kind of taking her money and stuff. The crazy thing about it is, she's old enough to be in an Uber. She could Uber herself to a bank. A lot of banks, yeah, you need to be a certain age, but if you're at the age of, you've saved $1,000 to go to college, and you're almost out of high school, it should be at least almost around 18. You can get a bank account on your own.
Yeah, you really can.
All you gotta do is input some money, have a secret account. No one needs to know.
You can also set up that one thing, 501, whatever it's called, savings account. It's a college fund, and you can set one up for yourself, and that money will be safe there too.
Yeah. Also, like I say, to think about the story, she can get an apartment. She had ample time to get a big account to have her money in it.
Because I feel like this is not the first time that something like this happened. I feel like they would have known that their parents are like this. Most
definitely. It's they knew she had a lot of money, and she had a nanny cam set up already. So she knew they already invaded her privacy and been in her room a lot. Took her money and then dipped. You knew what was going on. You really should have hit it better. Not trying to blame them, but you gotta be proactive with these things.
Yeah, because it's a sucky situation either way, because the parents should not be acting like this. You should not have to do all of this mess just to circumvent your parents. But yeah, you gotta learn how to live like that with people like that.
Yeah. Oh, next video.
Shout out to the U.S. government for not only trying to scam me, but thousands of other students. As I'm sure many of you may have heard, the pause in student loan repayment has ended. So people are now getting shocking monthly payments upwards of $700 or more, including myself. But the thing is, I am in grad school, and I've been in grad school for 3 years. So I get this email saying, hey, starting December, you owe $700 a month. And I was like, great, I don't have $700 a month. So what are we going to do? But also, I'm in school. So when you're in school, you're not expected to pay those back until 6 months after you either end school or graduate. And I was like, what the hell? I don't graduate until next year. So I call. I was on hold for over an hour with AidVantage. And finally somebody gets on the line. She was so nice. So bless this person. But she's like, hey, yeah, so we need to confirm your enrollment. You must have taken a break and all your loans went into grace. And I was like, no, I did not take a break. Especially because I go to a quarter system. I actually go to school all year long. So I was like, no, I did not take a break. But how do I do this? So she's like, okay, so you're gonna have to fill out a form called an enrollment deferment for a school enrollment deferment payment form, and we're gonna need enrollment verification from your school. But knowing my school, I went to a private school, so they typically charge, and I've seen people have been charged like $60 for enrollment verification. And I was like, hey, I can't do that. I had FAFSA for this year, so there's got to be some way internally to show that I've already been confirmed, right? If I have FAFSA. So she puts me on hold. I mean, this lady was so nice. And she looks into the problem. And then she tells me, after like 10 minutes of waiting, yeah, so there was a system error in September and a bunch of counts got messed up. And for people who were enrollment verified, they moved accidentally to Grace. And while she was really helpful, and I'm sure that's the explanation she got, I'm just like, they tried to scam me. I'm sure other people are probably in the same boat as I am, but did anybody who's in grad school get an email today saying that you owe money starting December, or is it just the government trying to scam me? And don't get me wrong, I'm paying my undergrad loans on my private loans.
Anyway,
I kind of get it already. It was a system error. Okay, I get it. Good. Always check. Always make sure.
yeah, see, this is another thing. This is what happens. These students do not know the layout of everything, and you're going to get stuck paying like $700 a month. I actually saw one lady had to pay like $1,000 a month.
How much tuition they get?
A lot. College is expensive, and it goes up like every year. It changes, so it just keeps going up. And they don't really put like regulations on these because they're non-profit educational.
It should be a limiter. Should really be a limiter. Honestly, I feel like college should be free because without people who are smart or know how to do things, society breaks down. People will get jobless, crime goes up. Honestly, in my eyes, without knowledge, the world does not work. So college should not be that much. If you can't make it free, make it really cheap.
And there's alternatives. You can get certifications and enter the workforce through internships and get experience, because at this point, the employers are looking for the experience and certifications more than the degrees now.
Yeah.
So in a way, depending on what you want to do, college can be a scam. But at least you get education from it, so it's not like that kind of scam.
It's not a scam. It's just that they're taking us money. That's what, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People keep saying it's a scam. It just takes too much money.
It can just be like not worth it sometimes, I guess.
Yeah. The real scam is the loans.
Yeah, because the students do not know what they're doing. They don't know what they're getting into.
Because the interest is too high. They know it's darn too high.
Oh yeah, because like they be like the interest sometimes would be like $100K plus to the loan principal.
If it's not just 2% extra than what I put in, bro.
You take out like $80K and then you come back still having to pay like $200K plus.
See, that's not how that's loan shark. That's loan shark activities.
Yeah.
These are legal loan sharks.
This is why I'm saying like we need a class in high school senior year for this or something, because these kids are just going into this blind.
For real.
That is not okay.
You need to start arresting these people. Start arresting these loan people, man. It's getting ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Next video.
Hey parents, are you paying for your kids' college, or maybe you already have? Do you fund it on your own? Have you accrued for that expense, or have you got into debt to put a kid through college? I am currently in Philadelphia training to be a student loan coach, and I've been seeing a lot of what's called a Parent Plus loan. What you need to know about a Parent Plus loan, it is your loan, parents, and it is in your name and affects your credit. It is not in your child's name, and you cannot transfer it to your child. Can you ask them to pay? Yes, but it is your responsibility. And now is the time, if you qualify for any forgiveness or income-based contingent repayment plans, to act now, because between now and the end of the year is a critical time. So follow for more tips as I learn more about student loans to share with you. Hey, parents,
Ooh, your mother should listen to that one.
Gotta send this to a few people, but
Well,
it's ignorant.
I'm glad I didn't try to go to college for real, because I couldn't pay the loan. I would not put more debt on my mother. She's already paying her own student loans.
Yep.
I'm good.
I mean, it's nice and all, but I feel like parents shouldn't even take this out, especially if they think that they just want to give it all to like their child to pay for it too. Like, do you know how much debt they're gonna be in already? Still, I just don't think it's a good idea at all. I just feel like save up what you can, pay for what you can afford, and if college isn't an option right now, there's other alternatives. You can always go back to school at any time.
For real. It's ridiculous.
This is right here, bro. I feel like the parents though think that it's like some type of co-signing thing or something. They don't even understand what they're signing. The parents are just as confused as the students.
Dude, it was a cosign. It was a say cosign. Honestly, it's legit. Once again, it's always just a lack of knowledge and just ignorance and just going with the flow. It's ridiculous.
And all the information is on the federal student aid site, so you should look up all of this before signing anything.
Read the fine print.
Please.
Read the fine print. It's always read.
And the only way to really make the student pay for it at that point after signing it, you would have to like refinance the loan through a private lender in their name, and they have to sign it. And it's just a whole mess, but yeah, if you signed it, it's yours. So you can't make your student pay. And also really crappy if you are gonna sit here and think that you should make this student pay and stuff and you do not lay out the lines for them. You're just like, it's yours, pay for it. No.
Very targeted statement right there.
I'm just saying everyone in general, because it seems to be like a common confusion thing that parents think that it's a student's loan. For some reason, whatever reason, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, next video.
On graduation day, while I'm walking to get my diploma, my dad sends me a text after I finish walking, and he's like, "Congrats, kid! Now get to paying off those student loans."
Yeah,
And
so
I
they
was like,
tricked you
they
into
tricked me,
paying
because
your
I
own
was like,
student
"I'm
loans.
sorry, that's a bad joke. I don't understand. You said you're paying for college," and my dad was like, "Do you not remember signing that paperwork?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "You signed a
No,
bunch of
that's-
loan paperwork."
No, literally, and I'm sorry that happened.
They
because
conned me into going to college.
That's insane. That's
On graduation day, while I'm walking to get my diploma.
That's crazy.
And that's how you get me to not talk to you ever again. And now you're in the old folks' home. Just wasting away in the room, staring at the blank wall, and I'm not gonna visit.
Dang.
No, you gotta get.
Crazy, bro.
Physical violence should not be the first thing I talk about, or the first. Violence is not the answer, but sometimes you just need to knock someone out, because that's the only way they gonna learn. That's horrible.
Like, you know that your child does not understand this. Coming out of high school, most of the kids do not understand the concept of money and bills. They don't know what they're in for in the real world already. How the heck are they supposed to know what the loans are, how that's going to affect their life and stuff? Because all we're told is you go to college, you take out however many loans, oh, it's cool, because you're going to get a good job and you can pay it all back. They don't tell you nothing else. How you going to be paying that mess back for like 30 plus years? The monthly payment, the interest.
Once again, you're as bad as the loaner. You are as bad as the loaner, especially if you're tricking your kid into doing it. Oh, hey, guess what? We have not made any payments. You're on your own, kid. Also, you just got out of school. You ain't got no money, no real job yet, because it's impossible. It's almost
so predatory.
It's very predatory. Yes, you're as bad as a loaner.
And it's really sad. And it's crazy how, because they're probably doing this just because they want their kid to go to college for whatever reason. Is it to live through them, or you just want the best for them? But if you want the best for them, you would have told them the terms and just said, it's your responsibility. I'm not going to pay for it. Why say that you're going to pay for it if you were never planning to? I don't get it.
Ridiculous.
Makes no sense to me. All this mess is dumb. Just let your kids be happy and choose their own path, and just make sure that you give them the resources to know what they're doing and figure it out.
I feel like some parents see it as babying your child. It's not. You just got. Some people just need help, and don't ever see that as that. And don't trick people into doing things, because that's just how. Once again, should not be keep going to violence first thing.
How is that even babying? You're the parent. You teach the child this stuff. Teach them what you learned at that stage in life. It's not babying.
You know, there's parents out here who kick their kids out at 17. You're an adult. No, I'm not. I'm 17, idiot. You know.
And that's crazy. And if you really want what's best for your child, then let them choose what makes them happy and what they think is best for themselves. Even if it's not the best thing for them, they will live and learn from their mistakes, and they do not have to go to college right away. I think it actually might be better to wait a little bit, save up some money, so you can take out less loans or no loans at all.
That was my plan originally. I just decided not to go into it because
It depends on you.
yeah, exactly.
Like, bruh, there's other ways to do stuff.
For real. Next video or is it? This is the last one, wasn't it? I'm stupid. Anyway, alright. Face switch. For the go home. Yeah. Yap says. Shash. The biggest problem for me, especially for college stuff, was I have no idea what I wanted to do. I want to be a pro wrestler. I don't like working out. I want to be a coder. I can't type for
Freecodecamp. Freecodecamp.com.
I am looking into stuff for that. I'm not good at math, so any computer science thing was automatically off the books for me. For real. I hate math. I'm not good at it. I can't type. I wanted to be a food inspector. I'm not going to college for that. I'm not going to go to college for a safety inspector.
I honestly had no idea what I want to do either. I still don't know what I want to do. I don't like computers, but I went to school for computer stuff because it makes money and whatever. And I mean, like, it translates to the future, I guess.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone does need maybe like to take a year or so to make sure they know what they want to do or figure out what they want to do. It's not a bad thing like some parents be trying to make it seem like you're taking a year for yourself. You're not taking a year to be lazy. You're taking a year to educate yourself and figure life out for yourself and save money.
Yeah, sometimes life is just not panning out the way you want it to.
Exactly, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't get it. You can always go back to college. This is not the olden days. Get out of the olden days.
Yep. You know what? You're right. So that means I'm going to wrestling school. I'm going to learn how to be a pro wrestler. No, I'm joking.
We have so many opportunities that these parents and old heads did not have.
Exactly. Oh, do you just use the word old heads?
Yes.
That's the first time I ever hear you use the word old heads.
I say old heads sometimes.
Sometimes. Barely any. That's how I didn't remember you saying old heads before. But like, really, life doesn't pan out the way you want it to. Sometimes life doesn't just make a plan. Actually, I feel like planning out your life is the way to make it way worse. Don't plan out your life. Just come up with an idea of what you want to do. If it doesn't work out, find something else. Go with the flow. For real.
That's how it be. Just do it. And yeah, do not. I feel like you just really shouldn't even go to college if you. I mean,
continue.
You shouldn't go to college. Why does this keep falling? You shouldn't go to college immediately if you have to take out student loans. I feel like you shouldn't go yet. You should go when you have all the money and you can just pay for it. You can also go to community college for like 2 years.
Yeah.
And that would be cheaper. And then you can transfer to a university and you would have a lot less tuition. There's also for the people. For the people college, university, whatever. University of the people. That's free. It's a tuition free college. It's legit. It's accredited, and you only have to pay you'll end up paying maybe $5,000 total in the end because all you have to pay for are the tests and textbooks.
I mean, that's fine. That's fair. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they offer bachelor's and master's degrees, I think, and associates maybe. Yeah. No doctorate, I don't think though.
That makes sense. Doctorate stuff is really important. So I gotta get why only places that you would have to actually pay for would do that.
Yeah, so that's an option. There's so many options. And don't take out student loans, please. I was lucky to just pay mine all back. I was on forbearance the whole time. I just paid it back.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again. We were stuck eating hot dogs, bologna, and noodles.
This was only a few months. I paid back $27K in a few months, and I just had to budget for a few months.
I wanted to die. I still can't look at a piece of bologna.
It's not even that serious, bro. But yeah, I just wish I knew more because my original plan was to not take anything out and stuff. But yeah, I went to a good technical college school. It was really good. Good enough, I guess.
And also, I really wish I knew that Job Corps existed when I was in high school. Probably would have done it. Probably not. I hear that they have almost like a gang culture in there. I don't like that. That's horrifying. Yeah. Depends where you go.
Well, that way. If you don't have to pay these student loans, you will not be stuck in these jobs, slaving away. You can have freedom and just do whatever brings you money to fund whatever you want in your life. So, yeah, it's better to just not be in debt.
They say use your 9 to 5 to fund your dreams. Get a job, fund your dreams,
And pay off your debt.
for real.
You need freedom. And you can use that money for other stuff.
Exactly. Anyway, that's about it. We yapped over to almost 30-minute mark. For 10 minutes. That's crazy.
Well, this subject is very vast, so there will be multiple more multiple more parts.
I had it made that noise, but your teeth still weren't your top layer of teeth were still exposed the entire time you made that noise. You went always exposed. No, you can never hear you bottom part of your teeth. Only top part. Anyway, that's it. That's all I want to say. I didn't realize I didn't change my shirt. Oh well, who cares? I wear white tees.
A white tea.
And my white teeth. Okay, it's been over 30 minutes. Bye.
Bye.